Good day, everybody. It's a guy here. Today I want us to look at something very important. I want us to look at some beautiful executions that happened this week, okay? I'm also going to take you through patterns that are not ready to actually be taken, okay? And guys, as I always say, this is important. That's why I keep re-emphasizing it. If you are coming to your charts and you don't know exactly what you're looking for, please close the charts, go back and learn, because you need to know exactly what you are looking for before you even open your charts. You need to know what must happen for you to take the execution. Even by the time you take the execution, you need to know where your stops are and where your take profits are going to be. That's important things you need to know before you even come to your charts, okay? That is to say, you need something like a strategy. You need something like a strategy, okay, that is easy for you to follow, something you understand more than you understand your mobile device. You need something that's so easy for you, because this is about rinse and repeating, taking the same thing over and over and over again. Yes, it's gonna lose here and there, but with a high win rate and good risk reward ratio, you're gonna be in big profits, okay? So it's all about taking the same thing each and every day. So guys, without any further ado, we're gonna start here, okay? As I said, these are the easy steps to follow, because you need something that you can follow each and every single day. And this is the most explosive trading strategy for indices, and the name is self-explanatory. It's explosive in nature. That is to say, we don't want something that is playing around like this. We need something that immediately when we enter, it's going to explode, okay? So that is to say, even if we are wrong, they're going to hit our stop losses immediately. That's what we need, guys. That's exactly what we need, okay? That's exactly what we need. So you're gonna be using this tick box to judge your execution, okay? Once all these criteria are fully met, that's when you take the execution. If they are not fully met, you just skip, okay? So I'm gonna be using this one here because it entails all the steps that we follow, okay? So as I said, guys, you come to your session few minutes before the New York opens, okay? And the New York actually opens at what time? It's 9:30 US time. This is highly important to know. This is New York time, okay? New York time. If you are in New York, I can't say US times because I believe they have different time zones even in US, okay? So guys, it starts at 9:30 New York time. Very important, okay? So you come few minutes before the New York time. For me, I prefer coming 10 to 5 minutes before. And when I come, there's certain things I'm gonna ask myself. And remember, at this time, Asia and London have already played out, okay, by the time I'm coming to my chart. So I have information from Asia and I have information from London. What do? I ask myself a number of questions. The first question is, what type of trend do I see? Okay, we're gonna speak about the trends. The second question is, I identify trap volume before the session. Who is trapped before the session? Who is trapped before the session, okay? And if you look at the playbook, guys, I gave you a simple scenario, okay? I'm gonna come to this, okay? If you look at page 33, you'll see I gave you this image, okay? I gave you this image because most of the days what they do is they will send people down, or up. It depends, okay? They'll send people into a certain direction during maybe the Asia and the London, okay? And later, before the session starts, they break out into one direction. So when I say it's trapped, we are coming maybe 5 to 10 minutes somewhere around here, okay? We are coming somewhere around here. We don't have this information, but we have this information from Asia and we have this information roughly from London, right? Yes, we have information from Asia and London. So if they send people down, this dotted line is the closing price of yesterday, okay? It's a free indicator in my description. You can just download it. Because indices are like a group of stocks. Stock market opens at 9:30 US time, right? So mostly they're going to consolidate. Not always, but most of the time, they are going to consolidate around their closing price. So when we come around here, we know who is trapped, who is at a loss, who is losing. As you can see, they send people down, they send people down, they send people down. And as London progresses, again, they send people down. Where to where? Below the closing price of the previous day. Okay, so mostly when they trap, they're going to trap above or below the closing price of yesterday. That's why I even wrote it here. If you come to the charts, you'll see that I have this indicator. This is the indicator, okay? This is the indicator. You see, this is where prices closed yesterday. This line is a day separate. As you can see, these are the 28, this is the 29. So this is where prices close. Most of the time, they're gonna trap on this line. Okay, they're gonna play on this line. Okay, they're gonna play on this line. So that's what I mean. So it should be simple for you. Okay, because most of the time, let's say they give you an opportunity to the downside, because they've gathered orders from these two sessions, they might send you down so that they can bounce on the closing price, and then they shoot up and you take this one down without being aware that they are driving you into trapped volume. You are more likely going to be trapped. So you need to know about this thing so that you protect yourself. Okay, it's very, very important. Okay, it's very, very, very important to know these things. Okay, so guys, let's proceed again. The second step now is wait for the session to open. And this one, if you look at it, the color is green because you're not always gonna see it. Sometimes they'll just start by trending and you won't know who's trapped, or else said the okay, I'm still talking about this one. Okay, or else they can do something like this, go down, okay, and then the session comes and opens here. At this point here, the session is opening in the middle. Okay, it's in the middle. You don't know if these guys up here are trapped or if these guys up here are trapped, because obviously the people who went up are losing and the people who went down are losing, and you are just in the middle. On days like this, you don't know who is trapped. Okay, so you can still proceed to the next step. Okay, that's why I put it in green. However, you are not able to proceed from this one to this one until this one is met. Okay, so all these red ones are actually a prerequisite for the next one. Okay, so look guys, that is to say, actually, in simple terms, you can't go to the next step unless the previous one is met. Okay, look at this. The second one is to wait for the session to open. I already told you the times. So if you look at my charts over here, I have this I session indicator. It's free again. It's in my description for MT4. It just indicates or highlights the session times. Okay, so my session is starting from this candle over here. That's why at this point you can see that's where the highlighting starts. Okay, so it's also important to know, it's a free indicator, by the way. Okay, then once the session opens, if there are no news, because sometimes we have news during the session, like today it's Friday, we're gonna be having news, okay, at 10 a.m. US time. When we have news during the session, you do nothing, you just wait for the news to actually play out, because you don't know the results of non-farm. I know people will say, we know non-farm is going to give us this. Yes, you can use ADP to actually try to predict the NFP. But again, it's just a close statistical indicator. It just comes close. Yes, it's highly correlated with NFP. I mean, the ADP that was released 2 days ago. Yes, it's highly correlated. But again, guys, it doesn't tell you that the results are going to be exactly the same. So this is something you need to know. Wait for the news to actually play out before you do anything, okay? So now, once this one is met, if we have news, once the news have played out, if we don't have news, once the session is open, we go to the next one, identify trap volume before the session. So this one is also important. Why? Because we are not just going to jump into the market without knowing what's happening. Okay, we need to only jump in if we have an edge. How do we know what the insiders are doing? Remember, it's insiders versus retail guys. Okay, and we already know the statistics. 95% of retail guys are actually negative, they are losing. So we know that 95% of market makers, I'm not talking about hedge funds here, I'm talking about the market makers that are responsible for moving intraday prices. Okay, they are the ones who are always winning. So we need to wait for them to give us their step. So they're gonna be tricky on this part, guys. Let's say they're giving you a rectangle. Okay, you won't know that this is a rectangle. Let's say prices come from down, they're just going up, and all of a sudden they start like doing something like this. You don't know what this is. I know books will say sell, buy, this is a pullback. Yes, it looks like a pullback, but you are not sure that it's a pullback. They might just do something like this, okay, and then come and bounce here again, or even stop hunt, then come and break a little bit with pins. Mostly it's going to be pins, okay, and then do this, okay, and then do this. We only know once the pattern has been built up that, oh, this was a rectangle. Okay, so who is trapped during the session? This is happening during the session. Remember, guys, we have trap before, and then now we need trap during the session itself. Okay, during the session that's inside this highlighted box. I told we're going to be on the market for less than 3 hours, or we just want to be there maybe 3 hours 30 minutes, but most of the days you'll be there for maybe 30 minutes and the opportunity is given. Okay, most of the time you're going to spend less than 2 hours on the market, or just 1 hour. Okay, but the maximum time we want to spend is less than 3 hours 30 minutes. Okay, so we don't want to be slaves of the charts. We want to come when they are ready to explode, take it off and continue with our day. In other words, we need our freedom back. Okay, that's highly important. Okay, so we need to know who is trapped during the session itself. And as I say, when they are trapping, you won't know who is trapped until they are done. Okay, that's highly important. That's why I say it's always important to be patient. Don't do anything. Yes, they will move, go have like crazy moves in one direction. They can even go maybe 400 points into one direction. Guys, that's none of our business. We must only mind our business. Okay, our business is we know what they have been doing once the pattern is there. If the pattern is not there, we don't know what they are doing. Okay, so once a rectangle like this, for instance, is built, that's when we know that, oh, okay, we can tell who is trapped during the session. But in this case here with this rectangle, you don't know who is trapped. You just know that at this point they have been consolidating and they are gonna explode into one direction. Okay, that's highly important to know. They are gonna explode into one direction. Okay, so we don't know which direction, so we are still waiting patiently. Okay, and this one, let's say this one has also been met, right? Okay, now we need the most important part. We need the evidence candle. Okay, the evidence candle, the biggest candle that breaks out. And this is where most people get it wrong. Why? Because sometimes they can do something like this, they can do something like this, and then they break out. Okay, and then you all enter, you all jump in. Okay, I've seen people doing this a lot. Okay, you jump in, you take your buy, and okay, before you know it, they do this and they are back, and they go and break out on the downside heavily. Okay, so guys, this is something you must avoid at all costs. This is something you must avoid at all costs. We are saying the evidence is the biggest candle that broke out. Guys, I even try to give a dedicated part of this book to that. Okay, okay, this is page 19. I'm going to talk about this. Okay, the evidence candle, I think I made a mistake. It's on page 29. Okay, it's on page 29 of the playbook. You see, this is number 4. Identify the evidence candle. Guys, this is not just any candle. I told you, it's not just any candle. Okay, this candle is the large engulfing candle that moves away from trade volume in the pattern. It must shift zones. Okay, it must come at the right time. So let's say, for instance, in our example here, let's say this is where they break out with this super big candle. Okay, I think my color is supposed to be red because I'm using red here. Okay, let's say this is now the biggest candle that broke out. It's the biggest candle from the last touch here, or from the last touch here where they made the recent pullback. Okay, this is the biggest candle that broke out. This is what we need. Why? Because everybody went up. The moment this candle closes, it has shifted zones. And I say, guys, in simple terms, this is the candle that most of the time you see and say, oh, I missed the move. Oh, I should have entered here. Oh, they are gone. Oh, let me wait. Maybe they might retest. The moment you feel like that, that's your candle. Why? Because the feeling you are having of saying, oh, it's gone. Oh, they are gone. Oh, I should have entered here. Oh, I've missed it. That's how they want you to think. Hence why they give you the evidence candle. The moment you feel like, oh, they are gone, that's your candle. That's something you're not supposed to fear. They know most people are going to fear this candle because it's the biggest candle here. And it causes a lot of damage. Let's say for the people who bought, okay? Remember, inside here, there's a lot of orders. People are buying and selling heavily inside here. Okay? So there's a lot of orders. Some orders, because of spreads, have been fulfilled above the pattern here. So when this candle closes here, these people are at a loss. Okay, everybody who bought is at a huge loss. That's what we need to see. We need to know that, oh, now these guys are losing. That's where we jump in. Remember, 95% of the people are going to be wrong. So what do? We wait for the insiders, the ones who are right. And when they're building the pattern, you won't see it. Okay, they're going to be sneaky. However, this is the footstep. If they could hide this, they would. But because of how powerful this is, they can't hide it. They have to do it over and over again, because that's what gets people scared of entering, or those who are in the wrong. They have big losses. Most of them don't use stop losses. They just want prices to come back to break even so that they can close. Sometimes, guys, if you're taking a big lot size, you know immediately when this candle closes that, oh, I'm at big losses. Now you're starting to sweat. Oh, I can't close. This is so big. But they will force you to close. Okay. So, guys, once you have that big candle that we are talking about, you just say, okay, sorry. Okay. The evidence candle is met. Now we are coming to the most important part. Confirm the time. We don't just need evidence candle or the big breakout candle. It must happen at a particular time, okay? And here are the times. I drew this for you guys, okay? We need to take an evidence candle that is as close as possible to o'clock. That's just a watch. Or one that is as close as possible to half past. That's just a watch, okay? I keep repeating these things for you to understand, okay? So, guys, I'm only willing to take it if it happens from 50 to 10 past. So it doesn't matter if it happens at 51 and it's the evidence candle. I'm going to take it. Why? Because you are most likely not going to have more than one evidence candle. Remember, they took time building the pattern. And if they are giving now the evidence candle at 51, yes, we want those that are as close as possible to o'clock or half past. But if they give it at 51, obviously I'm going to take it, because usually that's the only evidence candle for that session. Remember, I told you we are here for roughly less than 3 hours 30 minutes, 3 hours 30 minutes, right? So in this time, this is usually going to be the only evidence candle they give, okay? So we want it from 50 to 10 pause. However, if it happens from 55 to 5 pause, these are the best times. If you get this kind of a candle at these times, these are the best times to take it. But if you get it at quarter past or quarter to, you don't take it, okay? Because these are not the times. Remember, guys, as I always say, these are important time. What do you want it as close as possible to the half past or to the o'clock mark? That's because that's when most of the candle are closing. If it's half past, we have the 1 minute candle, 5 minute candle, 15 minute candle, 30 minute candle closing at the half past. If it's the o'clock, we have now the 1 hour, the 4 hour. We have a lot of candles closing at that time. So everybody is going to be trapped. Remember, they want to trap people from the 1 hour time frame. They want to trap people from the 15-minute time frame. They want to trap people from 1 minute. They want to trap people from 30 minutes. They want to trap people from 2 hours. They want to trap people from 4 hours. So, guys, that's when they will be mostly shifting the zones. So this is not just taking things randomly at any time, okay? So please understand that it's very important, okay? It's very important, okay? So now, if we get it at the right time, this is actually the last thing on the tick box. This is the last thing on the tick box. As you can see, do you have a pattern? You put the pattern. Is the pattern perfect? Okay, we'll come to this in a minute, okay? I don't want to jump steps, okay? So, guys, I'm not going to go to this again because of the time. That's when you execute. Maximum SL is 25. We don't go below 25. And minimum TP is actually 50. We don't go less than 50. Why? Because if we are risking 25, for 50, this is roughly 1:2, and this is the smallest risk reward we are willing to take, okay? It's the smallest risk reward we are willing to take. Sometimes you're gonna get 1:10, 1:7, 1:8, 1:2. You just need to know. That's why I told you way before you come to your chart, you already have to know where you're gonna put your target, okay? So in my recent video, I explained a lot about how to target, so I don't think I'll be going in through it today, okay, because of the time. And remember, guys, today it's non-farm, very beautiful opportunities after, of course, after 10 a.m. because we're gonna have news. We're gonna have news during the session, ISM, okay? So that's something important that you should know and be careful of, okay? So, guys, I'm gonna be going to the charts at this moment. We're gonna be going to the charts. However, we're gonna come back and do our analysis. Okay, look at this, guys. Okay, I'm not gonna go through trap volume and a lot of things at this moment, but okay, let's just go through it. Okay, okay, at this point prices are opening here. Who is trapped? People from above are trapped. Okay, important, people from above are trapped. Why? Because our session is opening down. Remember, we need to know is trapped when we are coming to the session. Okay, when we are coming to the session, that's when we need to know who is trapped. Okay, look at this carefully, or look at this in a simple way. Okay, they send people up, and then the session is opening here. When the session, we are coming 10 to 5 minutes, so we are coming somewhere around here, right? We are coming somewhere around here. That's when we're going to start analyzing, right? So when we are here, who's losing? Everybody who went up to where? Above the closing price of the previous day. That's exactly what we have been showing. Okay, that's exactly what we have been talking about. So I'm gonna zoom this. Okay, so what do? We wait for the session to start. If there are no news, if there are news, we wait for the news to actually play out. Okay, and once the session has started, we want to see a chart pattern. Okay, we're not gonna jump, we just want to see a chart pattern. We need to know it's trapped. Okay, and this is where we're gonna start filling our box. Okay, so what do? They go up. Okay, we don't chase the first candle, remember. They go up, nothing for us. They go up. Okay, how many points have they gone up at this point? I want to show you something interesting. This is 328. 328. Okay, fine. So 328, and there is no opportunity for us. Exactly. I know. You feel like I missed this move, I should have entered. No, you mind your own business. The fact that they are moving and you don't have an opportunity, it simply means there's nothing for you to do. Mind your own business. Okay, that's none of your business. There are people who have strategies for this. Let them be the ones who actually take advantage of this. Okay, but for you, mind your own business. Why? Because you don't have anything to do at this point here. Okay, so now what are we gonna be doing? We're gonna be following this carefully. Okay, these steps. The session has now opened. Okay, we want to identify trap volume during the session. What are we gonna do? We will be using this. We will be using this. Okay, let's go and then see if do we have a pattern? We don't start from a pattern. Remember, we have identified that people up are trapped already. Okay, we have waited for the session, so these two have already been met. Now we are on number 3, and again, what we have done this. Okay, we are not in any form of a trend at this moment, right? Yes, and we have identified trap volume. Yes, and we have waited for the session to open. Yes, so we have done all these things. Okay. Okay, now we need to know who is trapped during the session, and we're gonna start filling this form here. Okay, let's go back to our charts. Okay, do we see a pattern? Oh yes, I think we see a pattern. They go up. Remember, at this point I told you they're gonna be sneaky. You won't even know what they're doing until the pattern is done. Okay, so this is highly important. Okay, for me, what do I see? I see this. I see this. I see this. I see half Batman. Okay, I see half Batman. Okay, because I can't say this is a triangle. It's gonna look a little bit too weird. Okay, yes, it is a triangle if you see it this way. Okay, it is a triangle because they touched here. Let's see. Okay, let's put it at a triangle, but again, somebody can put it as a half Batman. Okay, where they send people up and now they are coming to play. Oh, but this pattern. Yes, this pattern is there. Okay, this is a half Batman, but again, if you saw a triangle, good for you. Okay, good for you, because I told you 90% of my executions are based on triangles. Okay, so if we come back to here, I think it was on page 19. If you go to page 19, you'll see what did I see? I saw this. Okay, this is what I saw, where they make half Batman's ear. So guys, all the information you need I gave to you. Okay, I gave you all the information you need. You just have to master these things because they keep happening over and over and over again. Same thing every day. Okay, so this is the pattern we saw. They make this ear, now they come. Okay, so do we have a pattern? Let's see. Do we have a pattern? Yes, for me, I saw this half Batman. You see, it's exactly what I showed you. They make this ear and then they never revisit it again. Okay, and remember, they've just released trap volume in this case. Okay, they've released everybody who was trapped. Okay, that is to say they've stop hunted them. And I always tell you, there are three things that are going to happen. It's either they're going to send you into a trap, volume trap you and go in the opposite direction, or else they're going to just stop hunt them enough to release those who maybe got the move right earlier on, or else they can break out and go. Okay, so you need to know one of the things are going to happen, so you just have to be safe. I'm removing it because you saw that they've done what? They've released them. Okay, they have released trap volume. You see now, they have released these people here. So now they've stop hunted everybody who got the move right. Everybody who got the move right has just been what? Stop hunted. Okay, and I told you guys, I always tell you these things. Some of the days they're going to give you an opportunity up, trap you, and then reverse. Okay, why? Because they've already gathered orders during these sessions. Okay, sometimes they're going to do what? Enough, just come stop hunt them and reverse, of which they did in this case. Sometimes they're gonna do this, retest, and then they explode up. Okay, so you need to protect yourself. You know, one of three things are gonna happen, right? So you need to be sure to protect yourself. So at this point here, I remove trap volume. Why? Because they've already released them. So you see the significance of trap volume. Okay, they've already released them, and funny enough, they bounced on the high, and now they are building a pattern on what? On the closing price. I told you the high of yesterday, the low of yesterday, and the closing price are the most important things that the most important levels where they are gonna actually build from. Okay, and I told you if they build a pattern on the level, that's what I call my A plus setup. Okay, so in this case they are building this pattern where on the closing price. Okay, so this for me is an A plus. Why? Because they are building it on a level. Okay, you see, this is my A plus. Okay, when I'm looking all these indices at the same time, I'm gonna take the one which has given me my A plus, or I'm gonna take the easiest one on the day. Okay guys, so now we have this. Okay, let's go. Okay, do we have a pattern? Yes, we do. We are feeling this. It's what? It's half Batman, right? It's half half. Okay, half B. It's half Batman. Okay, I just showed it here to you. It's this one, exactly this one. Okay, and this is a half Batman. It's exactly this pattern. I gave you all the patterns, whether it's head and shoulder. I gave them in different forms. Like we have more than 6 head and shoulders. I know people know 2, but we have more than 6 head and shoulders. Actually, in reality, we have more than 9 head and shoulders. Okay, I gave you all those patterns. Okay, triangles. We have a lot of triangles. You need to know half Batmans. Sorry, we have a lot of half Batmans. Okay, but half Batmans are mostly a type of what do we call it? A triple top or a triple bottom. Okay, but we have a lot of these different patterns that you should understand and know. Okay, so guys, half Batman, is the pattern perfect? For me, for a pattern to be perfect, it needs 3 touches up and 3 touches down. So we're gonna go back to the charts and see. Okay, of course this one is the first one, but let's see. Okay, 1 1 2, they go up 2, they come down 3. Okay, let me just use this. We have 1 touch over here. Okay, we have an and 1 touch up, and then we're going to go down, unless it's a continuation. If it's a continuation, the move has started moving already, then this is not applicable, because for continuations they don't put much effort. Okay, so we have 2 up already. Okay, I told you they're gonna be sneaky. You won't even know. Maybe for you, you would have been busy chasing this move because prices are going up heavily. You don't have to do that. Okay, so they give you another touch here, and then they give you another touch here. So guys, we have 3 touches in either side, but mostly for half Batman they might give you 2, because this is the first touch where they send people up. It's like a head and shoulder. Okay, and now this is perfect. Okay, this is perfect. So we have to feel here, yes, this is perfect. At least it has 3 touches down and 3 touches up. Okay, now pattern time. This helps us target. I told you if the pattern took more than 1 hour to build up, that's when you can target 100. Okay, 100 points. But most of the time, again, the conditions, price conditions will tell you how much to target. I've already shared that with you, because sometimes you can go 1:10, 1:15, 1 how much, more especially with S&P. Okay, so what time did it take to build the pattern? And the most important thing for this one is if it's beyond an hour, we target 100. Okay, Remember, guys, we are not saying this is something we're gonna take. We are still evaluating it, and we evaluate it as it is building up. Okay, so the time it took to build this pattern is roughly 30 minutes. Okay, but because it's a half Batman, we can take from this point up here. So again, it's less than an hour. Okay, it's less than an hour, meaning if they give it, we're gonna target 50. Okay, we're gonna target 50. Okay, 50. I mean, it's less than an hour, meaning we target 50 points. Okay, now we want to see, do we have an evidence candle? I gave you an explanation of the evidence candle right on page 29. Okay, I gave you an explanation of an evidence candle. Okay, so the evidence candle is what? It's a large engulfing candle that breaks out of the pattern. Guys, people get it wrong here. Okay, the evidence candle should shift the zones. Okay, remember I told you, if this is a rectangle and they have trapped inside this rectangle, right? We don't know which direction they're gonna take until they give us that candle. We feel like, oh, now they are gone. That's the candle we need. The candle that tells us that, oh, now they are gone. Oh, I should have entered early. Oh, I missed the move. The moment you feel like that, that's actually the candle you need. That's the candle we are talking about in this case right here. Okay, so this is also highly important to understand. Okay, so we're gonna go back and see if we indeed have an evidence candle or not. Okay, it's highly important. Okay, so let's go back to the charts. We want to see if we have an evidence candle or not. They break out of the pattern. Do we have an evidence candle? There is no evidence candle here. There is no evidence. Even the following candle is not convincing. It's still smaller than this one, right? So guys, this is important to know. Okay, we don't have an evidence candle on this move. Okay, we don't have an evidence candle. So this is, let's go back and feel our thing. Do you have an evidence candle? Okay. No. Do you know what this means? This means there is no execution. All the work we have done has came to, like, it has failed. There is no reason to enter. Okay, there is no reason to enter. Did it go? Yes, it did go. But did we have an evidence candle? No. It was it was being built on the level. I called it my A plus. The pattern was perfect, everything was good. But did we have an evidence candle? When they break out with this candle, do you think the people who took the wrong direction think like, oh, we are wrong. Oh, no, we are waiting for them to come back to break even? No. Did the people who take maybe the wrong direction, do they feel like, oh, we are in huge losses immediately? No. Remember, guys, I always say this, okay? For them to give an evidence candle is not a big deal. Now, ask yourself, why are they giving this? Why didn't they give this candle here? Because they didn't want to shift the zones. They have other plans, okay? Usually moves without an evidence candle don't go far. Okay, they don't go far. Remember, these are explosive moves. How do you know they are gonna explode? When they shift the zones with a huge candle. Okay, why didn't they take this candle and put it here? Because they had other intentions. They want you to now chase prices when they are far. The moment you chase them, they are back for you. Okay, so you must know exactly what they mean. If this candle was given here, most people would have said, oh, now they are gone. Oh, now they are gone. Oh, I just missed the move. We need a move with a proper evidence candle. And this is the hardest part. Why? Because everybody wants to take an execution every day. Sometimes you need to know everything will be right, but there will be no evidence candle. And it doesn't matter if it pays out. No. Why? Because you need something rinse and repeat, something that you're gonna take every day, something reliable. This one is not reliable. So guys, for the next ones, I'm not gonna waste a lot of time. Okay, you can go through all the steps, the things and steps and things. Okay, on a day like this, again, up. Okay. Now we see. Where are we? Yes, we are here. Okay. Who is trapped on this day? Who is trapped? everybody above the closing price is trapped. Okay, everybody above the closing price is trapped. So if everybody above the closing price is trapped, we know that sometimes they'll give us an opportunity up to trap us more, or sometimes they will give us an opportunity up to come and stop hunt these guys. Sometimes they will really go. Okay, we know one of three things is gonna happen, but we need to be safe. Okay, hence I always say, okay, if you're gonna take a move into trap volume, you need to have at least 75 pips from where the evidence candle has been given to where they would have release the trap, guys, so that you can get your 50 points or your 50 pips. Okay, so guys, let's look at what is happening. I told you sometimes they'll start building the pattern before the session. However, it must complete during the session. Okay, so we know these guys are trapped over here, and our next step is to wait for what? Our next step is to actually wait for the session to open. Okay, what information do we have? From what we have, we know, okay, we have something like a rectangle, okay, before the session starts. Okay, we have something like a rectangle, okay, or else we have a rectangle. You see, we don't chase the first moves because mostly they're gonna be a stop hunt. We don't chase the first candles. What do they do? What do they do? What do they do? They come and then, okay, no evidence candle here, no evidence candle. Now we get a big candle. Remember, guys, okay, we have this candle, it's big, but again we have this bigger candle on the last move. I told you, mostly the evidence candle must be the biggest candle from the last touch. I say this in all my videos. Go and watch my recent videos, you will see this. Okay, we want the evidence candle to be the biggest candle from the last touch. Okay, so I'm not gonna go through that tick box. Okay, why? Because if I go through it again, it's gonna take more time. So as you can see, this is a big candle, but it's not bigger than this. Oh, okay, let's just wait for it. They come back again, and as they keep playing, you now see something important. You now see that they are giving us a right angled triangle. I told you guys, sometimes these things will start before. Okay, is it perfect? They started here. Okay, they come here, and remember, they are building it on a level. That means it's what? It's my A plus setup. Okay, my A plus. Remember that, guys. Okay, they are building it on a level. They are playing on yesterday's low. Yesterday's low or high. Okay, one of the, okay, I'll have to zoom in to see. Okay, yesterday's high. Okay, oh wait a minute, we are here. Okay, so this was yesterday's low. As you can see, this is the lowest point. This is the lowest price made yesterday. You see, lowest price. And then you see, oh, this is precious, God. Okay, you see, this is the high, and this is the closing price. So we have these three levels, guys. Very crucial, very crucial. Never ever forget that. Okay, now they're playing here. That simply means this is my A plus setup. Okay, I don't want this video getting way too long, so I'm gonna start to just okay. You see, they are playing here. We have adjusted this. Why? Because they gave us a huge candle, but at the end of the day, it turned out to be a smaller candle than this one. Okay, so guys, that's important. So we need to know if the pattern is perfect. Remember, for it to be perfect, we need 3 touches up and 3 touches down. Okay, they come back and may touch with a pin. Oh, that's good. They come back down. Okay, they went up. We might not count this. Okay, it's okay. Okay, and then they come and make the third one here. Okay, they make the third one here, and already down we have 4. So we need to ask ourselves, is this pattern perfect? Is this pattern perfect? Yes, it's perfect. Okay, so let's just go and fill. I don't want to fill, but let me just fill. Okay, it's gonna take time. Okay, and many people don't want long videos, but okay, it doesn't matter anyway. If it adds value, it's okay. Okay, if it adds value, it's okay, because I tried doing short videos, but at the end of the day, they don't benefit people because I leave a lot of information out. Okay, so look at this. Do we have a pattern? Yes, we have a right angled triangle. Is it perfect? Does it have 3 touches up, 3 touches down? Yes. Pattern time, it's beyond 1 hour. Okay, we'll go and confirm this. Okay, so if it's above 1 hour, it tells us we target how many 100 points. Okay, but there's something important I want to show you. Okay, there's something important I want to show you here. Okay, so we spoke about the evidence candle. Okay, what is the evidence candle? The evidence candle is the big candle from the last touch. So this case here, they came down, and that's when they came down. Okay, so when they come down, this is for us the last touch down. We're no longer using this one, we're using the recent swing. Okay, in this case, this is the recent swing low. Okay, so this is the first big candle. Okay, this is the first big candle. It's bigger than this one, and by the time this candle closes, guys, you can see that this move is gone. Okay, you can see that they are gone. Look at everything they've been doing. Now you can see, oh, they are gone. This move is gone. You feel like, oh, I missed it. Oh, I should have entered here. This is what will be happening in most people's head. You think like, oh, I should have entered here. Oh, the move was here. Oh, I've missed it. Oh, they are gone. Now I can't. Because when you look at the size here, it's already 32. Okay. Oh, I can't. Okay. Do you have an evidence candle? Yes. Okay, I've explained what it is. Yes, we have it. Okay, now the most important thing is the time. Guys, I've explained the times here with you, okay? So the time is the final decider. I don't care how the pattern is, okay? I don't care. It might be super perfect, but if the time is not good, we just don't take it. Let's look at the time. This is the final decider, okay? The time is, okay, it's actually 49. In this case, yes, it's not the perfect timing. It's not the perfect timing. Okay, it's 49, but there's only 1 minute left. It's for you to decide. For me, I'll give it I'll just take it. Why? Because it's only 1 minute. Okay, it's only 1 minute, but you can be more stricter. Okay, but I'm not just gonna take it. You know what I do? I wait here. I wait. I want to zoom this one so much. Okay, again, first, we have two things here, two disadvantages. The first disadvantage is that this candle is too big. It's 32. And we spoke about our maximum. Our maximum stop SL is equals to 25, right? Yes. So this one is way too big, right? What do you do in this case? It's so simple. Okay? First of all, this candle actually happened at what time? It happened at 49. So I'm waiting for the next one. The time is not perfect, and it's good but not perfect, and then again the candle is too big. What do? You wait for the next candle. What will happen? The next candle, mostly 90 or 99%, that's how candles do. Okay, this candle will start by opening and it will go down. I told you, if the candle is too big, they will start by doing what? They will start by going down, and then the moment this body surpasses the body of the first candle, remember, the moment the first body surpasses the body of the first candle, that's the moment you jump in, okay? That's the moment you jump in. But first of all, you must wait for it. Why? Because if you don't wait for it to start by going down, in other words, your entry will be somewhere here. The moment the body surpasses the body of the next candle, because most likely the moment it opens, it starts by going down. It starts by becoming red. So you wait for it to be green again. The moment the body surpasses the body, the closing of the first one, that's where you enter. Why? Because we have an evidence candle. Okay? And the candle is too big. You don't want them retesting to close you. When they close above here, you enter, you put 25 as your stop. Okay? And guys, I don't like trailing. The moment you trail stops, you risk them coming against you. Okay? So obviously your stop is going to be somewhere here. Okay? This is where your 25 is. So you see, this is a trick of taking it. Wait for the next candle to start by going down before it goes up. So in this case, guys, what happens? In this case, I told you, you need at least 75 pips because they are taking you into trap volume. Important. If from here to the top part you have 75 pips, you can take 50. You see, it's 100. That means if you are taking 50, it's so simple. And again, you get your 100 before they release these guys. So even if they come just to stop hunt them, you are safe. Even if they just send you into trap volume, you are safe. And you monitor this very, very carefully. Okay? Why? Because they can still bring you and go down. So you see, what time? Okay, I told you they took more than an hour to build. Okay? That's something we just have to confirm. Okay, they took 173 minutes, okay, which is above 2 hours. Okay, so you see, guys, when the candle is too big, That's what you do. And besides, this is most likely going to be the only evidence candle. So it was 49. Yes, this is where you have to decide. But I would say be more stricter. You can, if the timing is not right, you can just leave it. But this shows, this candle, the moment this candle closes, everybody who went down, see how big these candles are. Everybody who went down is actually what? Everybody who went down is actually at a big loss when this candle closes here. So that's the main idea. That's what we want to see. This is the most important thing. And you are done. Couple of minutes. I told you. We don't want to hang around for many hours. You are done in less than 30 minutes. But what I do is 30 minutes is too much. We need things that are exposing. This you are done in 5 minutes, 6 minutes, or you are done. You are done, 6 minutes. Done and dusted in 6 minutes with your 100 pips. Why? It took more than an hour to build. Yes, they are taking you into trade volume, but before they release this, guys, you have more of what you need. If you took 50 like in this case will make more sense until you gain more experience. 50 is way too better. Why? Because that's when you are in a very dangerous zone. You are inside trade volume. Okay, so we know they might stop hunt them, we know they might reverse, and we know they might go. What do? Again, they don't even go anywhere, they come back down. Okay, let's go to the next day. So guys, I've tried to walk you through all these things. Okay, let's go to yesterday. Okay, what type of trend do you see? We want to see if we have an explosive trend or something. Okay, so sorry for this, guys. We want to see, I told you, what kind of trend do you see? Let's see if we see something explosive. Okay, we are coming here. Remember, we are only analyzing when we are here. Why? Because if you try to analyze early, there's a lot of things you will do wrong. Okay, for instance, you'll see something like an explosive trend like this. Okay, but you can see, if this is an explosive trend, yes, this is an explosive trend. Okay, this is an explosive trend. You see, it's an explosive trend. We have the first trend line and we have the second trend line. However, these trend lines at least don't have 3 touches. So again, that's something. Okay, it's an explosive trend, but it doesn't have 3 touches. Okay, so you just have to be careful. And then what do? They explode down. Okay, they explode down. You see, explosive trend. Okay, how did you see this? You saw this when you were coming to analyze. You can see if we draw this line through, it's not gonna make sense. So yes, they play somewhere around here, and then they touch, then they come down, they touch again, and then they explode downwards. Okay, so if you wanted to go up, you were gonna be counter trending an explosive move. Okay, so they explode downwards. Okay, they explode downwards. Okay, so let's see what do they do next. Okay, I don't love counter trading explosive trends. Okay, but let's see what they did later. They give you what? They give you a double bottom. Okay, this is W. Okay, but I don't like double bottoms. You already know if you've been following me for a while now. I don't trade double bottoms. Okay, what do they give you later? They give you a triangle. I told you 90% of my executions are triangles. Okay, so on days like this, I don't go heavily. I will just take 50. It's enough. Why? Because I'm counter trending an explosive move. We are in an explosive move, guys. We are in an explosive move. Okay, we are in an explosive move. 2 trend lines or more. I told you this. I just gave this in the playbook. Okay, I gave these things in the playbook. Okay, if you go to page 9, guys, I told you we have more than 15 trends, not only explosive trends, more than 15. And if you master these, you see, this is what we got. Explosive. So in this case, I know now, okay, all the criteria are good, but they are counter trending an explosive move, which means more likely they're going to continue down. Okay, so what do we do in this case? I just actually took 50 and I was done. This one gave 2 opportunities. First evidence candle, boom. Okay, first evidence candle, then second evidence candle. I told you, don't see this as a threat, see it as an opportunity. Even for those who had 25 pips, They didn't even do what? They didn't reach 25. They only went one. So if your 25 was here, they didn't come for you unless you have crazy spreads. Okay, that's why it's very important to choose a nice broker. Okay, so this is not a threat. This is an opportunity. And look at what they do. They give you an inside candle. I love this. Inside engulf, big candle inside. This is like, some people call it a shooting star whatsoever. This combination of candle is powerful, where they give you a big one inside, smaller one, and then a big one. You see, you got two entries, two beautiful entries for 50-50. Why? You are counter trending an explosive, and you need to know that, okay, if we were to drag this line through, you don't want to go all the way back to the line. Okay, you don't want to go all back to the line. Okay, so where is 50? Where is 50? 50 for the first one is here. Okay, 50, and then 50 for the second one is, but again, we're still gonna look at something. 50 for the second one is here. Before they even make this pullback, first move up, boom, everything done and dusted. Okay, this is where I told you sometimes you spend 3 hours on the charts. This happens at what time? Okay, the pattern is perfect. Okay, I'll take away the double bottom. Okay, fine. I'll take away the double bottom. Okay, I'll take away the double bottom. Okay, so now we have this beautiful triangle. The triangle itself means nothing. I know people are just so expecting the patterns. Remember, here I'm using a lot of information. I have the trend. Okay, I have the explosive trend in this case. Okay, this case here, they didn't really show who was trapped. Okay, because they just started exploding, and yes, of course, we are still in the middle. Okay, so as you can see, the pattern itself means nothing, guys. It only means something when we have an evidence candle. What is an evidence candle? Everybody who saw this was like, oh, the move is gone, the move is gone. Oh, it's retesting. Oh, it's retesting. People went down. Oh, it's retesting. Oh, it's retesting. We just want them to come to break even. Remember, orders are all inside here. This is where we have all the orders inside. Okay, and you don't know, people usually act in a funny manner. Okay, in a funny manner. I'll tell you what I mean. Okay, we have all orders all over inside this pattern. Okay, this is where people were selling. Remember, the move is down. People were selling, and when they pull back, like, oh yes, oh, I'm coming to break even in a minute. Remember, when this candle closed, they were in big losses. Before they know it, before they're waiting for prices to come here, and before they know it, what happens? Oh, they're back with a big candle again. Let's wait for them. You see, that's why I said people behave in a different manner, like in a funny manner, because when they are wrong, they know they're wrong, but they want prices to come to break even. Imagine somebody whose orders got fulfilled here. This person is at roughly 57 pip loss. Okay, and they can't just close. They want prices to at least come here. Or if I have a very small loss, oh, that's when I'll exit. And by that time, these people used very crazy stops. I mean, very crazy. Some people don't have stops, right? Let's say they used a big lot size, or they actually over leverage, because people always think about how much they can make rather than protecting themselves. This is not a quick journey. It's a slow journey. Take it slow. It takes years. I don't care what people say on Instagram. The truth is, it's not something you're gonna make, like, you're not gonna make it overnight. Okay, it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time. Okay, so you need to know, if you are wrong, get them to close you right away, because if they don't close you right away, they're gonna blow your account. Okay, so this is where they give you an evidence candle. When people saw this candle, they knew they are gone, but they can't enter because now they risk like having big stop losses. Okay, so you need to know, guys. And when this price were coming down, most people were like, oh, they're coming down, oh, they're coming down, let them come to break even. And before they can even come to break even, boom, with the next candle. This is a 1 minute time frame, guys, so boom with the next big one. Now it's even worse than this one, but for us who understand these things, we are in this first position, we are in the second position, and we know there's still an explosive trend. Now we're just taking 50, we are out. Okay, and let's look at the times. The time of the evidence candle was 59. Perfect. We need it as close as possible to the o'clock or to the half hour. This is exactly at o'clock. Guys, this is what we need, not this. Okay, not this. You don't need this. Okay, I told you I'll show you things that you shouldn't take. You don't need this. What is this? This is not what you need, okay? You don't need this. There's no evidence. You need this, okay? Sorry, this is evidence. You see, this is evidence. When it closes, people know they are who are in the wrong direction know that, oh, it's gone. Okay, they know that they are wrong. They just the best they can do is to wait for prices to retest to break even. When this one closes, this is what we need. Let me show you something we don't need. Okay, I want to show you something we don't need, because sometimes we get too patient. We wait for the patterns and we feel like, oh, we have been waiting for so long and now we just want to take it. Oh, let me just take it. Oh, let me just take it. No, that's not what we need. Okay, look at this pattern. Perfect, but this here is nonsense. Okay, this, it doesn't matter if it happens at the right time. There is no evidence here. Do you see evidence here? No, they broke out, but we don't have evidence. When this happens, they are not going anywhere. Yes, of course, this one ended up paying, but this is not what we are looking for. This is none of our business. Okay, this is not what we need. Okay, remember, and always remember. That's why I say, guys, please master this book. I know that already 80% of you already have it. Just master. I try to explain everything, guys, in detail. You see, this candle is a large engulfing candle that moves away from trap volume in the chart pattern. They don't just move, they shoot away from trap volume, okay? That's what you need. Hence, I told you, if they want to give it at the right place, they will. If they don't give this kind of a candle at the right place, stop second guessing, okay? Wait for the right one. There is no need to guess, oh, is this it? Is this? No. If they want to give it, they will give it. If they don't want to give it, they won't give it. End of story, okay? So, read this, understand it. I gave you multiple examples, and this weekend I will just try to I want to add a lot of examples with the ones you shouldn't take, okay? And by the way, you know that once you have this is for lifetime. Every time I update it, you get it, okay? So I'm gonna add, maybe if I can add maybe 50 examples of the ones that are not right and ready to be taken, because I can see people are just waiting for breakouts. Guys, we don't look for breakouts, okay? We are looking for evidence. Evidence is a candle that when it closes, you can tell that they are gone. They are gone. And sometimes you'll feel scared of taking it because they are gone. That's when you enter, okay? So some days they won't give it. It's okay, let them pass, okay? You lost nothing. Preserve your capital, okay? Yeah, they gave it something like this. Just preserve your capital. Why do you want to enter into something that's not ready? Why do you want to enter into something that's not ready? Okay, remember, they can give them when they want, and if they don't give them at the right time, why are they not giving them? Okay, you must be strict, guys, in your rules, okay? There is no evidence. Even if they go, they have another plan. Because again, if you take this, boom, they've come back for you before you even know it. So it's important, guys, wait for the right things. So I'm gonna give you from today a lot of examples of the poor ones so that you can just become familiar with that. But I was not supposed to do this, because if you are journaling, honestly, if you are journaling, by now you would have seen, or you will have enough data for you to reference of things that you are not supposed to take. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. Have a blessed day.